Amy, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, you can't believe how excited I am for this video. Oh my god. Today I'm going to talk about how I renovated my kitchen back in September. It was a really fun project. I did it with my dad. Well, actually my dad did most of it. I did the design part and my dad did the building part. I decided to walk you through the entire process. Maybe it is helpful for anyone who is thinking about renovating their kitchen, especially during these times. The thing is, I didn't spend a lot of money. I actually stayed under $500. So when I moved into this apartment with my best friend, we actually had an already existing kitchen in it that we had to buy with the apartment. From the first second on that we saw this kitchen, we knew that we would have to renovate it because we both hated it. It was completely crooked, it was completely weird, and it was completely not looking great. Everything was kind of mixed together and everything was not looking like a cohesive kitchen, and it didn't look like it belonged together. We had these blue counters and we had two different countertops that didn't even fit to the entire kitchen. Everything had a different depth, so everything was kind of standing weirdly in the room. Yeah, it was not great. I didn't like it. So the first thing that we did was we had a plan. I knew that I want to have a white kitchen with the black accent colors and have everything kind of minimalistic and simple. I knew that I want to have, you know, white counterfronts. I wanted to have black/dark gray countertop, and I needed a lot more space that was accessible. Our plan was to keep the cabinets on top, and we also wanted to keep the counter shelves that were already there. Looking back, we shouldn't have done this because I absolutely hate them. They are so poor quality. We shouldn't have kept them. We just should have bought new ones and it would have been so much easier. I actually wanted to make them white and fix them up so that they're not blue anymore, so that they would fit to the rest of the kitchen. We also wanted to buy some shelves to put them in between the cabinets that we had because we wanted to move them so that we have two on the right side, two on the left side. So we wanted to get some more extra shelf space. I wanted to get an additional counter on the right side of the stove because I want some working space on the right side of the stove, but we didn't want to move the stove because of the already existing counters. I also wanted to get rid of the really ugly countertop and get a completely new one that is looking good, fresh, and the same everywhere. So the first thing that we did was we rearranged the kitchen. To do that, we actually had to remove the countertop, which wasn't a bummer because I hated it. And we rearranged some things. So on the right side of the kitchen, when you walk in, we actually changed the fridge and the dishwasher because the problem was whenever you opened the dishwasher, you actually opened up the fridge, which I absolutely didn't like, so we had to switch them up. And we also removed the cabinets so that we can use all of the four. So we used two on the right side and two on the left side, just to, you know, make it a bit more balanced in the end. What we also did was we actually placed everything on a straight line so that everything looks like it has the same depth and that it actually all belongs together. Just like in the normal kitchen, we don't know why they didn't do that before. So everything is now in the same depth as our washing machine. And we also installed the new counter on the right side of the stove. And what we also did was we actually had to raise the stove a bit so that it will be level in the end with the counters because they had different heights because they didn't belong together in the first place. So we actually made everything look like it actually belongs together. The next step was the most exciting thing about this entire project. It was the new countertop. So I actually went with my dad to our hardware store to pick out a new countertop. I knew that I wanted to have a dark one. I knew that I don't want to have one that has a shiny, smooth surface. I wanted to have one that has a bit of a rougher, more matte looking surface because that way you wouldn't see scratches immediately, which is really great for a countertop. So I went for this really beautiful grey mocha one. It's a beautiful countertop. It was so pretty. And in the hardware store, we actually got it cut to the right size that we measured beforehand so that we don't have to do that at home. And once we were home, my dad actually cut out the holes for the sink. We also got a new sink. I didn't like the sink that we had in before because I hate it. And I got a really beautiful round sink and a beautiful water tap. It's so pretty. I love it so much, and I'm so happy that I actually got it. So my dad actually cut out the holes and placed the sink in. The next step that we did was we installed some new shelves. On the right side, my dad actually had to cut them to size because they weren't exactly fitting into the space that we needed it. So we cut it to the size and we actually used the leftovers to install them to the left side of the cabinets. So it looks like the shelves are actually going through our cabinets, which is a beautiful look and actually gives us some more extra storage space. We actually did the same on the left side. Whilst my dad was installing everything, me and my friend actually started to DC fix the entire fronts of our kitchen. we got something that is called DC Fix Foil, which is basically a design foil that you can put on anything, and they have so many colors. We decided to go for a shiny and glossy white because they actually matched our already existing cabinets, and we just redesigned the entire front so that they are not blue anymore. I also ordered some new handles from Amazon. They are just black, and we switched them up with the ones that we already had and placed them on. And that was actually everything that we had to change in the kitchen itself. The next thing are just decorative items. So we actually got a new dining table because we had to get one. We have this beautiful one that actually, when it's not expanded, it can fit up to 4 people, and you can expand it up so that 6 people can have a seat on this table, which I think is really great. We know that space is a bit limited in this corner, but we are totally fine with it and it works. We are living here for almost 2 months now and it's totally fine, it totally works. Then a thing that I'm really excited about is our wine glass holder. So my dad installed a system that we can just slide in our wine glasses so that they're beautiful displayed and that we can easily access them, because we drink a lot of wine and I also think that it looks beautiful. I love it. We have that at my parents' place and I definitely wanted to have something like this in my own apartment. And then the last and final step that we actually did was we installed some new kitchen lights. So we have 3 in total and you don't have to turn on all of them at the same time, so you can just turn them on whenever you need. And you can also decide if you want to dim them and what light temperature they want to have. You can have a really cool light and you can also have a really warm light, which we are currently going for, and I think they're just so helpful and they just give an extra touch to this kitchen, because our kitchen is actually really dark, because even though it has big windows and it's facing our balcony, the outer space that it's facing to is not very well lit, so our kitchen is naturally really dark, so any extra light is really helpful. And that is actually everything that we did to this kitchen. So it took in total 2 days because, you know, my dad had to actually get her and we had to buy stuff on the day that we started to renovate. But you could definitely do this in a day and it's so easy and we literally, like, the kitchen is looking so great. When I was looking at the footage of us moving into this place, I just thought, oh my god, I forgot that our original kitchen was so ugly. I'm so grateful for this kitchen. It's so much fun to actually cook in it and it's amazing. It's great. And I hope that you guys like this kitchen renovation. I hope that it was kind of informative or helpful or inspirational for you. And I am so happy and I will definitely film many more videos in this kitchen. So I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you soon.